This conference will now
Discussed
be
about that.
recorded.
Have discussed about if else elif ladder. Okay, now we are going to discuss about looping statement. What we are going to discuss here, looping statement. So let us see here what are the looping statements you are having. Looping statements. In looping statements, what you are having? So first one is nothing but what you are having, while loop. What you are having, while loop. Okay, so what is the syntax to represent a while loop? So while, you need to, while is a keyword, don't keep any capital letters, and here you need to write down condition. What you need to write down here? Condition. And here you have to write down some statements. Now what are the steps to implement while loop? First one, initialize the value to the variable. Initialize the value to the variable and check the condition. Second point, what you need to take here, check the condition. Okay, so next, third one, if condition is satisfied, if condition is satisfied, it will print the value. It will print the value. It will print the value. Fourth one, increment the value. Increment the value. Fifth one, repeat 1 to 4 steps until the condition until the condition is satisfied. Okay, so this is the way you can implement your while loop. So did you completed the syntax and everything? Syntax completed, okay, now write down this. I will tell example. Completed, amma? Completed. Okay, so next we are going to see here. So initially n is equal to 1. Okay, first initialize the value to the variable. So now while of n less than or equal to, I was giving 10, so you need to print n value up to 10 only. So what we have to do here, print of n, and you are giving here what you are going to give here, which value you need to increment. N is equal to n plus 1. So see here, it was printing 1 to 10 numbers or not, right? What it was printing? 1 to 10 numbers. Now explanation. So this is the example for incrementing. Incrementing values. Okay, so explanation. So here initially n is equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 10, condition is satisfied, so it was printing 1 value. Next, n is equal to n plus 1, so here you need to take 1 plus 1, so that equals to 2. So 2 less than or equal to 10, condition is satisfied, so it will print 2 value. N is equal to 2 plus 1, so that equals to 3. So 3 less than or equal to 10, condition is satisfied, it will print a 3 value. So up to, it has to print n is equal to 3 plus sorry, n is equal to 9 plus 1, so that equals to 10. So 10 less than or equal to 10, condition is satisfied, so it will print 10 value. Okay, so this is the way you can represent your while loop, right? Completed, Amma? You both are completed notes, huh? 9 to 10 notes did you completed? Not written? When you will write? Completed, huh? Did you completed this program? Okay. So now you are going to take here decrementing order. Decrementing, decrementing values. Okay. So now n is equal to 10. So you are giving n greater than or equal to 1. So you need to give here 10 minus 1. So now when coming to the explanation, how it will be executed? N is equal to 10. So 10 greater than or equal to 1. So initially it will print 10 value. N is equal to 10 minus 1. So that equals to 9. So 9 greater than or equal to 1. So condition is satisfied. So it will print 9 value. N is equal to 9 minus 1. So that equals to 8. So 8 greater than or equal to 1. Condition is satisfied. So it is going to print here 8 value. N is equal to 8 minus 1. So that equals to 7. So 7 greater than or equal to 1. Condition is satisfied. So it will print 7 value. So like that, up to where you people have to write down n is equal to what? 2 minus 1. So that equals to 1. 1 greater than or equal to 1. Condition is satisfied. So it will print up to 1 value. So see here, it was printing 10 to 1 values or not? Example 2. This explanation is very, very important. Completed? So next, even numbers printing. So only even numbers you need to print. So if you want to print even numbers, n value should be always 2, n plus 2, and here you need to give n less than or equal to 20. Up to 20 you need to print all the even numbers. So what is the logic you are going to take here? N is equal to 2, so 2 less than or equal to 20, condition satisfied, so it will print here 2 value. N is equal to n plus 2. N plus 2 means 2 plus 2. How much? 4. So 4 less than or equal to 20. Condition is satisfied. So it will print up to 4. So next n is equal to 4 plus 2. So that equals to 6. So 6 less than or equal to 20. Condition is satisfied. So it will print 6 value. So like that, how many iterations it has to perform? N is equal to 18 plus 2, so that equals to 20. So 20 less than or equal to 20. 20 less than or equal to 20. Condition is satisfied. So it is going to print here 20 value. Control plus yes and save the file. So see here, it was printing all the even numbers or not? Example 3. You can write down. Completed or not? Girls, completed, Amma? Completed, huh? So in the same way, what you need to print here? Odd numbers. What you need to print here? Odd numbers. If you want to print odd numbers, you need to give n value as 1. Okay. So n is equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 20, condition is satisfied. So it will print 1 value. But 1 plus 2, how much you need to give? N is equal to 1 plus 2. So that equals to 3. So 3 less than or equal to 20, condition is satisfied. So it will print 3 value. N is equal to 3 plus 2. So that equals to 5. So 5 less than or equal to 20. Condition is satisfied. So it will print which value? 5 value. Which value? 5 value. Okay. N is equal to 17 plus 2, so that equals to 19. So 19 less than or equal to 20, condition is satisfied. So it will print which value? What it is going to print here? 19 value. Sorry, 19. So up to 19 it will print. So see here, it was printing up to 19 or not? Write down. Understood about while loop or not? But here we are not having any do while loop. Okay, we will have directly for loop. What we will have? For loop. So there is no concept like do while loop in your Which programming language? Python. C, C++, Java, .NET, you will have do while loop. But here we are not having any do while loop. Completed or not? So next one is nothing but for loop. What is the second one? In for loop. I am writing in the comments. I'm writing in the comments. What is the next loop we are going to discuss here? For loop. Okay. So let us see the syntax how we are going to represent for loop. So for whatever the variable name you need to give here, variable name in sequence. Sequence is nothing but range. What you are calling it as an range. Here you need to give some statements. So this is the syntax to represent your for loop. Which loop? For loop. For suppose for a in range of 1 comma 10. What you are giving here? 1 comma 10. So every time you need to print here a value. Okay. If you are saving and executing, see it was printing 1 to 9 numbers or not. If you want to print 10 value, then 10 plus 1. Okay. So like that you are going to implement for loop. Write down. Within 2 lines. In Java, how many lines we have to write down? At least 7 to 8 lines of code you need to write down. But here just 2 lines. There is no initialization, there is no condition, there is no increment or decrement. See, very simple or not? Is there any difficulty to write down the program in Python? No. But the only one thing is you need to see the spaces, indentions. So that you are calling it as an indentions. If you know that indentions, then it is very, very easy to implement coding in Python. Okay. So next one is nothing but nested for loop. Okay, for within for of you need to take here variable name in, again we need to take here sequence is nothing but range. Now this statement is belongs to j loop. Okay, how we are going to implement nested for loop? For I in range of 0 comma 5. 0 to 5 means it need to take here 5 rows. How many rows it need to take here? 5 rows. Okay, so next for j in range, what is the j value range should I take in? 0 comma I plus 1. So now print of, I would like to take here star, print of, I would like to take here star comma end parameter. Which parameter I would like to take here? End parameter. See, this print is for your j loop. Did you understood or not? This print statement is used for your j loop. Okay, but when coming to here I am representing one more print statement or not? Which statement? One more print statement. See, if I am not using end parameter, what will be happen? All the stars are printed in new line. So then you can't print the star pattern. So if you are giving end parameter, it will print the stars one after another. So that is the reason I am using here end parameter. And why I am writing again again print statement. This print statement is not for J loop, it is for I loop. So if one row is completed, it has to goes to another row. So that is the reason I am using here print statement. See, I is for rows, J is for columns. How many rows you are taking? 5 rows. 0 comma I plus 1. Now initially I value 0, 0 plus 1, so 1. So 0 less than 1 condition is satisfied, it will print the first star. Okay, so when I am executing, see here, it was printing like a triangle pattern or not. For suppose I want to show you, some people again ask me, I'm just giving like this. See, every star is printing in a new line. So that is the reason end parameter should be placed to take one row column values in the same line based on the condition. Okay, so write down nested for loop. Program completed. Write down this pattern. Why? Because if you are executing again, you may not have any idea. This is the pattern you are getting. ఇక్కడ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అవన్నీ అవసరం లేదు. So that is the reason I am telling, when we are using for loop, we need to give the range only. No need to use any condition, you need to give any incrementation, no need to give any initialization. Automatically it will increment, check the condition and increment the value. Completed or not? Guys, did you completed? Okay. So next one we are going to see here. You need to print the stars in printing stars odd pattern. Which pattern? Odd pattern. Initially k is equal to 1. So for I in range of 0 comma 5. So next for j columns, j in range of 0 comma k. Next, k means every time it will be considered k value, not the I value. Okay, so now print of, you need to give here star comma end parameter. What you are going to take here? End parameter. So here k is equal to k plus 2. Now for every I loop I was incrementing the k value. Did you understood or not? For J loop, I am not incrementing any value. J loop means you need to write below the print statement. But if I am writing here, it indicates that the value will be incremented every time for I loop. Okay. So when I am executing, see here, just wait, S is not where I have defined it as. It was printing or not? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, na? Right. Very simple. Online, everybody understood or not? Online, everyone, did you understood? Online, everybody, did you understood or not? Did you written this pattern? Completed? So next we are going to discuss here. Shall I close it? No. So now you are going to print here which pattern? Even pattern. Which pattern? Even pattern. If you want to print even pattern, you need to give k value as 2. Remaining logic is same. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Okay na? Write down. Small change in the code. You will get a different output. Completed. Did you draw the pattern? Okay. So next one. So here I was taking number pattern. What we are going to take here? Number pattern. For this also I was giving n is equal to 1 for I in range. So you need to take here 0 comma 5 values for j in range. 0 comma I plus 1. What we are going to take here? I plus 1. So I was taking here print of n comma end parameter. Okay. So now again you are giving here n is equal to n plus 1. Sorry. Every time you need to increment j value. N is equal to n plus 1 and here you need to take a print function. So if you are saving the file, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Continuous numbers it was printing. Why it was printing continuous number? For every j loop, you are incrementing the j value. Am I right or wrong? With plus 1. Initially n is equal to 1. J 0 less than I plus 1. So I plus 1 means 0 comma 1. So only one time it was iterating. So it was printing only single one. If you are taking two value, then here you need to consider 1 plus 1, 2 value. So now second row will be iterated for 2 times. So 2, 3. Third row it will iterate for 3 times. 4, 5 like that. But every time n value should be incremented. Okay, write down. Did you written the pattern also? So what is the pattern it was printing? So it was printing a pattern like continuous number pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay. So next I would like to take here next example uh, to check whether given number is prime or not. Okay, so num is equal to int of, so you need to take here input of enter a number. What I would like to take here, enter a number. Okay, so next what you are going to take here, flag equal to false. Initially it has to take flag value as false. Not only flag, instead of flag you can take temp variable also, anything you can take, but initially you can make it as an false. But here capital F na. So now you need to check if num greater than 1. So every time num value should be greater than 1. For I in range of. So what is the range you are taking? 2 comma num value. So next if of num modulo I equal to 0. So then you need to give here flag equal to true. See, if this value is divisible by 0, then the flag value will be true and it has to break the loop. What it has to break the loop. Otherwise, if flag value false, okay, true not. See, if it is divisible by 0, actually what is a prime number? It should not be divisible by any number. It should not be multiplied by any number. So what are the prime numbers are present? 1, 3, okay, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, next 23. All these are nothing but a prime numbers. Okay na? So if you are calling any prime number, it should not be multiplied with any number and it should not be divisible by any number. If it is divisible, it will break this for loop. If it is not divisible, then it will go to flag value. Initially what is the flag value? False. If it is false, then it can be called it as an prime number. So print of, you are taking here num is not a prime number, is not a prime number. Otherwise it will go to else block and you need to give here print of num comma is a prime number. What you are going to take here is a prime number. See, if I am executing, if I am giving any number 67 is a prime number. Okay, for suppose if I am executing 44. Now it is not a prime number. Why? Because 44 is divisible by. So see here, first of all the explanation will be like this. So first in the comments, explanation. So initially what is the n value you are taking? So you will consider example 1 here. Initially you are taking num value as 44. but you need to check 44 is greater than 1 or not. Condition is satisfied. Now it will go to if condition. Okay, num modulo I, 44 modulo I value is nothing but initially here 2 value, 44 equal to 0. This condition is satisfied. Why? Because 44 modulo 2, so that is nothing but 0 equal to 0. So here now 42 is not an 44 is not a prime number. Prime number. Why? Because 44 number is divisible by 2. The remainder value is 0. Now, if you are considering example 2, okay, like 67. Num is equal to 67, but 67 greater than 1 condition satisfied. Num is equal to, you are taking, wait. So now you are giving here 67 modulo 2 equal to 0. 67 modulo 2 equal to 0. Now here 1 equal to 0. The condition is failed or not? Right? So that is the reason 67 is a prime number. Right? Program completed, huh? Completed, huh? Everyone, did you completed? So next, write a Python program to check given number is Armstrong number or not. Armstrong number or not. So for this, what is the logic you need to write down? Num is equal to int of, you need to take input of, you need to take here, enter a number. What you are going to take here? Enter a number. So next I would like to take sum equal to 0. What you need to take here? Sum equal to initially 0, and you are making temp is equal to num, and every time you need to check the while condition, the temp should be always greater than 0 or not. So now what is the logic you need to take? Digit is equal to temp modulo 10. So next, sum plus equal to digit double star 3. See, first of all, you people have to know what is Armstrong number. For suppose you are having here 153 value. Which value you are having? 153. In the given number, how many digits you are having? 3 digits. So for every digit, for every number, you need to make it as a power 3. Understood or not? Now 1 cube plus, you need to take here 5 cube plus, you are going to take here 3 cube. Okay, so now 1 cube means 1, 5 cube means 125. Next, 3 cube means 27. If you add all these values, again you will get an 153. What you will get an 153. Then it can be called it as an Armstrong number. So you need to take any number. You need to check how many digits in a given number. For suppose 3 or 4, you need to make every digit power as 4. So then whatever the value getting with the power 4, and you need to add that all values, and you need to get a final value with the same number, then you are going to call it as an Armstrong number. What we are calling it as an Armstrong number. So let us see here. I was giving digit 3. So temp, you need to take here floor division, temp floor division equal to 10. So now here I am going to take if num equal to some value. So print of, I would like to take num is an Armstrong number, is an Armstrong number. So next you will go to else block. What you need to print here? Else block. So print of, so num is not an Armstrong number. So now see here in the comments explanation. So what is the number I was giving here? Num is equal to 153. So 153 should be always greater than 0. Condition satisfied. So next, see in the given number how many digits are there? 3 digits. So how many iterations you need to perform here? 3 iterations. Now you are performing iteration 1. Digit is equal to 153 by 153, you need to take here modulo 10. So remainder 3. So sum is equal to, you need to take here 0 plus digit. So if you are getting remainder value 3, 3 double star 3. So you are getting here 27. And here initially sum value as 0. Okay. Now temp is equal to 153 floor division 10. So you will get 15 value. Which value you will get? 15 value. So now you need to perform here iteration 2. What do you need to perform? Iteration 2. So num is equal to, you are going to take here 15. So 15 should be greater than 0, condition satisfied, and you are taking some value is equal to 27, updated some value. So digit is equal to 15 modulo 10 equal to 5. So now sum is equal to 27 plus 5 double star 5. So that equals to 27. So sum is equal to. So 27 plus 125, 152. So now temp is equal to 15 floor division, 15 floor division 10 equal to 1. Now I would like to take here iteration 3. What I would like to take here, num is equal to 1, num is equal to 1, 1 greater than 0, condition is satisfied. So next sum is equal to 152. So digit equal to 15, sorry, 1 modulo 10. So it will get 1 only. So sum is equal to, you need to take here 152 plus 1 double star 1. So that equals to 153. Yes. So now you can execute the program. So if I am giving 153, it is an Armstrong number. For suppose if you are giving any other number like 256, it is not an Armstrong number. Program completed, right? For today, this is enough. While coming on tomorrow, we can discuss remaining topics. Okay. Then you can make it as a power 4. Then you need to give here a double star, here 4. Otherwise, you have to use length function, length of number. So then automatically it will find out the length and it can make it as a power. But that is lengthy. Lengthy you need to find out. You need to store in another variable. Then you need to give digit double star that length variable. So why we need to take that much of exponent? 4 means automatically whatever the digit you are getting, it make it as a power 4. Completed, huh? Girls. Exponent power. Exponent is an arithmetic operators. I have discussed in five. What I read it. Oh, here I forgot it. Sorry. Here you can write down three. Here also you can write down three. Typing. Completed, huh? Okay. I told you now from today onwards I will give you assignment programs, right? Why? Because already coding is started now, so I need to give. Just wait. So, oh my god. So for today you have to do first question, write a Python program for quadratic equation. And the second one, write a program to convert kilometers into miles and miles to kilometers. So these are the two programs. I will paste it in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Mm, assignment programs. So please do this assignment programs daily. Assignment programs. So you have to submit in this WhatsApp group only. Understood or not? So girls, girls group. Boys, boys group. Understood? Okay. Bye for today. Meet you on tomorrow's class. So every day I will give you, but initially these are very easy, but going, it will be little bit tough programs I will give. Okay. Okay. Bye everyone. Again, I am having a class.